No, David, we were just having that conversation about the term, or what we want to call attempt survivors, and you were talking about your conversation with Michelle.
Yeah. The challenge is how do we create a language that everybody understands, that is strengths-based, it's not labeling. And I thought the way that you approached it in the plenary of suicide attempt survivors is something that people can really relate to.
I think that's important because, I don't know, there's just such a negative connotation to the term attempter. And they have survived, and we want them to continue to survive.
Right. You know, attempter sounds a little bit like, you know, I wear the Lance Armstrong bracelet. It sounds a little bit like cancer or
you're right.
It doesn't work for me, but the resiliency behind a suicide attempt survivor is stronger.
I agree.
Stephanie, I really believe the plenary that you led with CW and Jason and Kate will end up being a watershed moment in this movement.
Thank you, David. I think we've really started something, and it came at the right time with the association, and I've had such good response. And of course, you and I and our work together prior to this, it's going to be a go.
You know, and what I said afterward to the group was, you know, we talk about providing a forum to provide support to people who are struggling with suicide. But for me personally, my worldview has been shaped and fashioned by the rich experience that has been shared by people like Eduardo Vega, and Terry Wise, and Quicks, and Katie Ayotte, who is here. That their life story has really helped me to better know how to inspire others to. So I think they have such a rich diversity of opinion and experience to share with us.
I agree. And those are the stories that people need to hear. And these are the people who have the answers. These are the people who did not want to live, who can tell us what was that hole like, and help so many people learn how to help them.
I agree.
I think that's really the important piece as well.
The strength of the family members and the researchers and the crisis workers who are here. But I love the way that you opened the plenary talking about that something had been nagging at you. Can you talk a little bit about that, Stephanie?
Well, you know, my mother took her life so many years ago, David, in 1979, and I was a survivor of suicide. And then to realize so many years later, after we've made an impact at AAS, and we have a division, and we even have newer, younger people coming in wanting to do that. But something kept drawing me to emergency departments and suicide attempt survivors who lived. And I thought, my gosh, I finally put it together and thought, that was my mom. She had a prior attempt. And I'm pretty sure that had we known what to do, had there been more help at that time, had someone told us as a family what to do, we could have made a big difference. So for me, it's almost like that last piece.
I think that really is what catapults us to the next level. When you look back at the disability movement and then what's happened in the serious mental illness movement, I think for us in our movement, the phrase "nothing about us without us," because of what they have to offer, the discussion, is really where we go next.
I agree. Totally agree.